The international trading track came from a need from the industry. And IE Singapore, who was the government agency that looks after a lot of the commodity firms, came to all three universities and asked us to customize a learning track where students can be job ready. And I was wearing the hat of the Associate Dean of the Business School. So I put up my hand and we managed to get an international trading track offered for our finance majors in our business school.
Hi, I'm Gavin. I graduated from SMU in 2014. I was a finance major with a specialization in the international trading track. Currently, I'm an oil trader on the Shell trading floor. What I felt was really special about the track was that we had industry professionals come down and teach us. So besides the course syllabus which they taught, they also shared a lot of war stories which they gleaned from many years in the industry. I think this gave me a really good feel of what the industry is like, and this helped me to really decide that this was something that I wanted to do.
Well, Shell joined the ITT program as a partner in 2007 and has been a very good run all these years. SMU's ITT program offers students an early introduction to the fundamentals of trading, such as activities and market forces that supports and affects trades.
International Enterprise, which is currently the Enterprise Singapore, they saw how it was very viable to have a track, but at the same time they had a vision that they would like to have an institute that houses everything, deep knowledge, both about trading and about internationalization. And we are a university, so other than engaging students, we must also engage faculty. And so ITI was set up in the year 2008. But trading cannot happen just downstream. And you really need to move goods across borders. So that's where shipping comes in. So in the year 2012, we come up with the Maritime Economics track.
Hi, I'm Lorraine, and I graduated in 2015 from the Maritime Economics track in SMU. So I'm in Clafness Digital, which is the digital arm of Clafness Group. I think what differentiates me from the other graduates in the maritime industry is the non-curricular aspects that SMU provides. I went for 2 industry study missions, one to Copenhagen in Denmark and another to Shanghai. So both were very interesting and exciting because we visited many companies in those countries as well as regulatory bodies such as BIMCO. Once you're in the maritime industry, you realize that there are many females in important positions. There shouldn't be a reason why females shouldn't pursue a career in maritime, and we are just as good as men.
So we joined the ITI Industry Partnership in 2014. So we've had 4 interns so far from the program. We've been giving them meaningful projects which have actually helped develop solutions for our own company and also for the industry. And they've enjoyed that because rather than just going around and seeing what the organization does from one department to another, they've actually built something which is actually being used today on a day-to-day basis by everybody in the organization. And we are quite proud of that. From SMU's side, I think it's about really giving them a well-rounded exposure. The exchange programs help. The fact that they actually get the ability to look outside just the Singapore way of looking at things is quite useful. And I think most of the institutes try and do that, but I think SMU does it very well.
ITI at SMU has been a strategic asset as it helps to develop expertise in both international trading and international shipping. Exchanges at Copenhagen Business School, as well as industry study missions, have been critical to cultivating global mindsets, which are valued by the maritime industry, given the international nature of shipping.
In the year 2016, November, I was approached, and this time by a different ministry, Ministry of Manpower. That was the year when Singapore started to realize that many of our industries are getting disrupted. And there were many displaced PMETs, and they were our human resources, they are our people. So can we then convert people who were displaced, engineers, bankers, financial analysts, can we create new job roles for them and prepare them for a new career pathway? We took them through a professional conversion program in international trading. And I think that has given ITI a new purpose and a new mandate. Lifelong learning has now become a part of our initiative and our sustainability.
I'm William, the Regional Development Manager for Pearly-White, covering the Asia and the worldwide market. Currently, I'm enrolled in the SMU International Trading Professional Conversion Program. This program actually helped me a lot, especially on my day-to-day operation doing the import-export stocks out of Singapore. There's one particular module that is very useful to me, which is the international trade documentation, which actually talk about Incoterms and then the document that requires before I can ship the goods out of Singapore.
Enterprise Singapore is extremely proud with our partnership with SMU in setting up the International Trading Institute. 350 students have graduated from the program in the last 10 years, and I believe more than 80% have been placed into global trading companies that are based in Singapore. Moving forward, we are extremely looking forward to the active role that the Institute will play in our next decade in terms of supporting the human talent requirements of the sector, as we aim to be one of the world's largest commodity trading hubs. Global talent that will be created by the Institute will be much welcome and supported by all our industry partners.
Today's world is not just about physical. Today's world is also about digital. So Singapore's next 10, 15, 30 years will actually be about having a digital asset. So my vision for ITI is we are a collaboration to build a trade brain hub. We are a knowledge economy. ITI's future is in the hands of a group of people who believe in partnerships. Government, unions, employees, students, alumni, and of course trainers. They are the ones who help us grow our knowledge. So the whole concept of triple T, we cannot do trade without the trust, without the talent, and without the technology. So the hope, the future is even more exciting than what we've been building in the last 10 years.